Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time where deception flows as freely as air, mingling with our thoughts, shaping our choices, and dulling our perception of what is real. Lies cloaked in the garb of convenience and pleasure whisper to us at every turn. Take the easy path, they say, deny what is hard to see. And yet, standing steadfast and unyielding, there is truth. It calls not with the allure of comfort, but with the quiet, steady voice of conviction. Truth is no fleeting thing. It does not change with the tides of human opinion or the whims of the hour. It exists apart from us, immutable like a mountain unmoved by the storms. Lies, by contrast, are but shadows shifting, insubstantial, and ultimately hollow. They promise much and deliver nothing but confusion and despair. But why do lies so easily ensnare us? The answer lies in their appeal to our pride and our fear. A lie tells us we are greater than we are, or that we may avoid pain without consequence. A lie feeds the illusion that the universe may bend to our will, that reality itself is ours to dictate. Yet every lie is a prison, no matter how gilded its bars. To face the truth, however, requires courage. It demands that we lay down our pretense and look beyond the comfortable veil. Truth humbles us, for it shows us the limits of our understanding and the frailty of our nature. And yet, in this humbling we are also freed, for the truth, while hard, is never cruel. It wounds only to heal. It breaks only to rebuild. The power of truth lies in its transformative nature. When we align ourselves with it, our vision clears. What seemed chaotic becomes orderly. What seemed insurmountable becomes possible. The truth sets us free, not in the sense of granting us boundless autonomy, but in freeing us to live as we were meant to, in harmony with the reality of things. But how, you may ask, can we discern truth in a world so riddled with lies? The answer is neither simple nor quick. It requires vigilance, a willingness to question what seems easy, and an anchor in principles that transcend our fleeting desires. Reason is our compass, morality our guide, and wisdom our map. In seeking truth, we must be unafraid to confront our own errors, to admit when we have been deceived, and to cling to what is right even when the world calls us foolish. The battle for truth is not merely a philosophical one, it is a battle for our souls. A society that abandons truth abandons its foundation. A person who lives by lies forfeits the very essence of who they are. And so, let us commit ourselves to unveiling an power of truth, even in the face of opposition. For in truth there is light, in truth there is freedom, and in truth there is life. Truth stands apart as an eternal and unchanging reality, unaffected by time, opinion, or circumstance. It is not subject to the whims of human preference, nor can it be reshaped to suit personal desires or collective trends. Truth exists independently of our acknowledgement, a constant that endures whether we choose to embrace it or not. This intrinsic nature of truth sets it apart from lies, which are inherently fragile and contingent, constructed to fit a particular narrative or agenda. Unlike truth, lies are malleable and often tailored to appease emotions, justify actions, or preserve comfort. Lies must evolve and multiply to sustain themselves, creating an intricate web that eventually collapses under its contradictions. Truth, however, remains simple, unwavering, and consistent. It does not need to be propped up or defended with further fabrication. Its strength lies in its authenticity. Acknowledging truth often requires humility, for it confronts us with realities we may find inconvenient or unwelcome. It reveals our mistakes, challenges our assumptions, and demands a re-evaluation of our perspectives. This is why truth can feel uncomfortable. It exposes what is hidden and calls for accountability. Yet this very quality makes it indispensable, as it serves as the foundation upon which trust, understanding, and meaningful progress are built. While truth may not always align with our preferences, it holds the unique power to guide, correct, and illuminate. Its constancy offers a reliable framework for navigating life's complexities, providing clarity in moments of doubt and confusion. In a world often consumed by ambiguity and misinformation, the unchanging nature of truth stands as a beacon, inviting us to anchor ourselves in what is real and enduring, rather than being swept away by the tides of fleeting deceptions. Lies possess a seductive power that stems from their ability to align with human vulnerabilities, appealing to pride, fear, and desire. They offer a version of reality that is often easier to accept than the truth, promising comfort, security, or superiority without demanding the hard work of introspection or change. Lies thrive on their ability to soothe and flatter, whispering assurances that absolve us of responsibility or provide escape from unpleasant realities. At their core, lies feed on the human tendency to avoid discomfort. A lie allows us to deny the consequences of our actions, enabling us to justify choices that might otherwise confront our conscience. It plays to our fears, offering a sense of control or safety when the truth feels too uncertain or threatening. Lies are also masters of pride, reinforcing the illusion that we are more knowledgeable, capable, or virtuous than we truly are. In this way, they become not only a defense mechanism, but also a tool for self-deception. The seduction of lies is compounded by their adaptability. Lies can shape-shift to fit the cultural climate, the audience, or the moment, making them difficult to pin down or expose. They often masquerade as half-truths, blending just enough fact to appear credible while obscuring their true nature. This ability to mimic truth is what makes lies so effective and so dangerous. Despite their allure, lies exact a heavy toll. They distort our understanding of reality, creating a fragile framework that eventually crumbles under scrutiny. Lies trap us in cycles of denial, forcing us to perpetuate deception to maintain the facade. In the process, they erode trust, isolate us from authentic relationships, and prevent genuine growth. Lies offer an enticing escape, but their promises are always fleeting, leaving behind emptiness and confusion. Embracing truth demands courage and humility, as it often stands in opposition to our natural inclinations and the prevailing currents of society. Unlike lies, which conveniently align with our desires and fears, truth can be unsettling. It challenges our assumptions, exposes our vulnerabilities, and calls us to confront realities that may be painful or inconvenient. This confrontation is not without cost, as it requires a willingness to abandon comfort, face uncertainty, and acknowledge our own limitations. Truth humbles us because it reveals the boundaries of our knowledge and the imperfections of our character. It forces us to recognize that we are not the masters of the universe, nor are we infallible. This humbling process can be deeply uncomfortable, as it dismantles the illusions we build around ourselves to maintain a sense of control or superiority. However, it is precisely in this discomfort that the transformative power of truth begins to work. By stripping away pretense, truth clears the path for authenticity and growth. Choosing truth over lies often comes at a cost in a world that rewards conformity and expedience. It may lead to isolation, as standing for truth can alienate those who are invested in preserving falsehoods. It may invite criticism or opposition, as the truth disrupts systems and narratives built on deception. Yet, despite these challenges, the cost of ignoring truth is far greater. To live in denial is to surrender to a fractured existence, where the foundation of one's life is unstable and unreliable. Ultimately, the courage to face truth is not a rejection of security, but an embrace of a deeper freedom. While it demands effort and sacrifice, this pursuit brings clarity, integrity, and a sense of alignment with reality that no lie can ever provide. Truth asks much of us, but it offers far more in return. Truth possesses a transformative power that, while challenging, holds the potential to heal, enlighten, and liberate both individuals and societies. Unlike lies, which offer fleeting comfort and ultimately lead to fragmentation, truth has the capacity to bring coherence and meaning to our lives. Its nature is inherently illuminating, uncovering hidden realities and providing clarity where confusion once reigned. When embraced, truth acts as a catalyst for personal and collective growth, breaking down barriers of ignorance and deception. In the realm of personal transformation, truth demands honesty with oneself. It reveals flaws, weaknesses, and blind spots, not to condemn but to invite change. This process is neither easy nor painless, as it involves shedding layers of denial and confronting uncomfortable realities. Yet it is through this process that genuine progress becomes possible. Truth does not merely point out what is wrong, it illuminates the path toward what is right, offering a framework for meaningful and lasting growth. On a societal level, truth serves as a foundation for justice, trust, and unity. A community built on deception cannot endure, as lies sow division and erode the bonds that hold people together. Truth, by contrast, fosters accountability and mutual understanding, creating an environment where individuals can collaborate and thrive. It exposes corruption, challenges oppression, and calls for integrity, even when it threatens the status quo. While the process of aligning with truth can be disruptive, the long-term benefits far outweigh the temporary discomfort. Truth's transformative power lies in its ability to restore balance and authenticity. It frees us from the weight of pretense and allows us to engage with the world as it truly is. In doing so, it opens the door to a deeper sense of fulfillment, purpose, and connection that deception can never provide. In a world overwhelmed by misinformation and ambiguity, recognizing truth requires discernment, a faculty that combines reason, morality, and wisdom. Truth rarely announces itself with fanfare, it often lies obscured beneath layers of falsehoods or half-truths, demanding effort and attentiveness to uncover. Discernment begins with a commitment to seek what is real, regardless of personal biases or external pressures, and requires an openness to examine one's beliefs and assumptions in the light of evidence and reason. Reason is a key ally in this pursuit, providing the tools to evaluate claims, identify inconsistencies, and draw conclusions grounded in logic. Yet, reason alone is insufficient. Without a moral compass, reason can be co-opted to justify falsehoods or self-serving agendas. Morality anchors discernment in principles that transcend fleeting emotions or societal trends, ensuring that the search for truth remains aligned with what is good and just. Wisdom, cultivated through experience and reflection, adds depth to this process, enabling us to navigate the complexities of life with insight and prudence. Recognizing truth also involves humility and patience. It requires the acknowledgement that human understanding is limited and that certainty is not always attainable. This humility guards against the arrogance of assuming that one's perspective is infallible, fostering a willingness to listen, learn, and revise one's views. Patience, in turn, allows for the deliberate and thoughtful evaluation of ideas, resisting the temptation to accept easy answers or succumb to the urgency of popular opinion. The effort to discern truth in a sea of deception is not without challenges. It demands vigilance, critical thinking, and the courage to stand firm in the face of opposition. However, the rewards of this endeavor are profound, as it leads to clarity, integrity, and a deeper understanding of reality that can withstand the tides of confusion and falsehood.